All right, Amazon's big spring sale is in full effect, and today we're talking about all the outdoor stuff. We got grills, we got smokers, we got fire pits and pools and gardening and storage and lawn care and all that kind of stuff. So let's hop into it. Going to start off first of all with barbecues. You can skip to the part you want. We're going to start with barbecues because that's something close to my heart. So let's jump into it. We got the Charbroil. This is the F-150 of backyard grills. There's nothing special, just kind of the gold standard. You know, you got your 4 burners right there in the center. You got your burner on the side so you can do, something in a pot or a skillet or something like that. A lot of people think the 4 burners is all about getting more heat and more coverage. Thing is, you can do some indirect cooking with that. You turn 2 burners over on this side, leave the other 2 off, and then you take yourself, you get a pork loin, and you put it on there, you get a nice sear on it, then you move it over to the side of the indirect heating, put a little water tray in there, and that gives a little steam going on and get some flavor on it and stuff, maybe some apple juice in the tray. And that'll get you a nice good roast without overcooking it. I did a whole video on it. It's a great way to cook. Indirect cooking, don't rule it out on your grill, okay? So $400 on that. It's got underneath storage. Keep it clean, take care of it, put a cover on it when you're not in use, and this thing will last you a good long time. Now, if you want more of a budget option, say more of the Ford Ranger, if you would, we got the Cuisinart. This is just a 4-burner grill, no side burner on it, no underneath storage, but you're coming in at $240, 20% off a list. All right, now if you want to go small for you guys a lot of you are in apartments, condos, patio kind of stuff, or maybe you just don't cook that much. Maybe you're single, you're like, hey, I just need the one thing. Just want to cook a burger or a steak or chicken or something for me. This is a great option right here, $154 coming from Charbroil again. This is the Patio Bistro through infrared electric grill. So you don't have to worry about charcoal. You don't have to worry about gas or anything else. You just plug it in and it can get you a pretty decent cook. I mean, way back in the day, my family had an electric grill for a while. I used to cook on it all the time as a teenager and I thought it was just fine. I was a teenager, what did I know? But anyway, you can get a decent cook out of an electric grill. But is it going to be as good as a pellet smoker? Heck no. You can't beat the flavor you get from wood. It's just a fact, and a great way to do that is with pellet smokers here. Of course, I have the Pit Boss. Not really much sales going on with Pit Boss, but we got the Traeger here. They're the big name in it. This is the 885 square inches cook area, 500 degree max temp. You get a meat probe, 6-in-1 barbecue. It has the Wi-Fi app connectivity. I got to tell you, it's not necessary. You don't need the apps, but it makes it so much easier. And if you got that, because a lot of these cooks you're going to be doing for hours and hours and hours. I'll do a Boston butt, a pork shoulder kind of thing, and it'll cook 8 to 12 hours. And you don't want to be sitting there staring at it the whole time. No, you want to be able to walk away and look at it on your phone, see what's going on. It's a luxury. I get it. But you're looking at $1,300. This is the top of the line. This is the Cadillac outdoor grills, or pellet grills at least. Now let's talk about Z Grills. They're a great bang for the buck grill. Really coming into their own in the past couple of years. This has got their PID 2.1 controller in it, 697 square cooking inches on it. This is just a good, solid, bargain priced pellet grill here. It's going to do everything you need. Even comes with the free cover on it. It's 20% off, coming in down to $449. I think that would be a great option, really. Then we've got, and again, like on this one, it doesn't have the wireless like this one does. But here's the other option. You get yourself a wireless thermometer. Now, somebody pointed out, we talked about this the other day, and they're like, the distance on this thing sucks. You walk into the house, you lose coverage, connectivity, yada, yada, yada. I get it. That does happen. I mean, my house was built in the 1800s. I've got my walls are that thick, all right? They are quarried stone. It was built by the railroad. It is an absolute bunker. And if I don't have the top line wireless thermometer, the second I walk in the door, my door is even metal. Of course it is. And you just lose connectivity, all right? So if you don't have that, this is a good budget option here, coming in at $55 on that. The software on the meter thermometers is just, it's a generation past everybody else. They may have good thermometers, but it's the software where it really comes home. Now, here's your option. Now, it's not a cheap option, okay? $300. I'm actually thinking about buying this one myself. This is the Meter Pro XL. And I should, for full disclosure, Meter did give us, it was the Meter 2. It's like their standard basic one. It's a single probe. They gave me one of those at a trade show. Just want to have full disclosure in case people, think we're sponsored by Meter or anything. I just love Meter. I think as I said, it's all about the software, okay? Anyway, this is your 4 probes. You got the real base station. It's going to get you 1,000 degree of heat resistance. You can do all sorts of stuff with this. It's coming in $297. All right, then let's talk about some tunes. You're out there, you're cooking and whatnot. You want to get some tunes going on. Well, at the high level, we're looking at the Bose SoundLink Revolve Plus. This is the Series 2 on this, okay? 360 sound, nice carry handle on it, all the bells and whistles. It's going to get you that Bose quality level sound. And if that's important to you, you're going to pay for it. $229. Me, I'm more of a soundcore kind of guy. I had too much rock music when I was younger. I can't tell the difference. So I'm going to go with something like this: 80-watt subwoofer, IPX7 waterproof rating, RGB lights. Not something I really care about, but maybe you do. Adds a little, I guess, to the aesthetic, as the kids say. It's got Bluetooth 5.3, which means you're going to get that long reach on the Bluetooth. It's 31% off. That's down from $130, taking it down to $89.99. Well, $90, call it what it is. And a lot of people were complaining I wasn't bringing stuff before that was loud enough. Well, you're going to be able to hear me now with this one, all right? We got the JBL 100-watt sound, built-in dynamic light show. Again, who cares? Splash-proof design in black. The big spring deal on this, 23% off, taking it down to $230. All right, now you're going to need something to power all this stuff. And I do use these for powering my pellet grills as well. So whether you're powering sound or pellet grills or lights or all sorts of stuff out of the patio, you may not have power where you're going. As I said, my house, 1800s. I have one outdoor socket, but like here at the studio, I have all my cooking stuff outside. There's no outdoor power here in this tin shed. I'm just stuck. So I use stuff like this, take it out there. It can power my tunes. It can power my grill, all sorts of things. Anyway, the Solex C300, this is the lightweight one, all right? You're looking at 288 watt hours. It'll do 300 watts output. It'll spike, surge, or whatever you want to call it, up to 600. And you know what? But this is just enough. Really, this is like you're sitting outside, you're sitting like you had a couch or some tables or whatever, and you want to have your cell phone or maybe a laptop or a tablet. Maybe you want to have, it's got light built in so you can be able to see what you're doing. You can plug in a radio or whatnot. You can have your laptop or your cell phone plugged in and going. This is just going to keep your things going from inside outside. That's what this thing's all about. Or you can even take it to the park and stuff like that. You're looking at 30% off. Anchor Solex, they're one of the top 3, I think, in this industry, coming in at $209. Now, we're talking about EcoFlow here. This is, as I often say, the Cadillac of portable power. And yes, we are. In full disclosure, we've been sponsored by pretty much every power station brand that there is. I could name them all, but we don't have that much time. So just assume if you've seen a power station on this channel, I've probably been sponsored by them at some point. So again, full disclosure, 100% transparency here on the channel. Anyway, EcoFlow, it's my favorite brand. This is more of a luggable than that light portable, but you're coming in with 1,024 watt hours. Of course, it's LFP LiFePO 4 batteries on it, 1,800 watts running. I think it's gonna go up to a 2,400 watt surge. I'm not sure on that one. But you're gonna get 6 120s on the back. You're gonna get 6 USBs on the front. You can even add an extra battery to this one if you needed to. It's coming in at $414. Now, but we got a third one to talk about here. And I gotta talk about the Avery. Now, Avery, again, was a previous sponsor. This is none of this stuff today is a sponsored post, okay? This is just talking about stuff we know about here, stuff we've tried, stuff we've tested, and stuff we like. The Avery, here's the thing. So we talked about a 288 watt hour. We talked about 1,000 watt. This is a 2,048 watt hour box, a 2K box. That's the cornerstone of portable power, or the 2K boxes. And they used to be $2,000. Now, you can get them on sale right now. A lot of the spring sales have been taking them down to $1,000 to $1,200. The Avery is, man, I don't know how they do this. This is probably my favorite choice for no insult to them to call them a no-name box, because they're not one of the big 3s. They're not a well-known company, but a lot of people bought them out of the last sale that we talked about, and I've gotten nothing but rave reviews from people who've emailed me or messaged me about it, and they absolutely love it. because when you're talking about this box, you're getting 2,400 watts of power out of a 2,048 watt hour bank. Fast charging 1.4 in 1.5 hours. You can have the whole thing charged up through 120. It's got solar power capabilities. It even has the app capabilities. Is it the top of the line? No, but if you just want something that's going to bring the power, it's going to do a good job. It's going to be pure sine wave. Look at all the USBs on this. All the USB-Cs. You got two, not one, but two of the car adapters. You have the light, not my favorite light on this, but for a budget system, $800. That's an unreal price, but there's a $120 off coupon. Don't forget to check mark the box. That's going to knock this down to $680. $680. That's less than 50 cents a watt hour. It speaks for itself. All right, let's keep going here. We got backyard design. The kids got to do something while you're hanging out and relaxing and cooking and whatnot. Give them some good time. They got a climbing wall. You got the little tree house kind of set up. You got swings. You got the little net swing the dog can lay in. You got the slide, and it's not the stupid metal slide that's going to burn your backside. You know, I'm 56. You all know what that's like, right? We all went through that trauma, okay? Anyway, it's not cheap. It's $1,700. There's cheaper options out there, but if you want something that's going to last through your kid's childhood, this might be the way to go. All right, then you got to have some comfort while you're sitting there. You're going to get some shade. We got the Purple Leaf Gazebo, 10 by 12, permanent hardtop gazebo here. It's coming in, it's $1,000, okay? Down here, you see the price down here. It's $1,000, all right? It's not cheap, but if you're more of a budget option, brother, I get you. We got the best choice pop-up canopy, 10 by 10, one person setup. It's even got the anchor bags with it. You just fill with some sand or whatnot. It's got the carrying case for it. I think it's even got the wheels on the carrying case to make things easier. No, it's just the feet down there. I've got one that's got wheels on it, but oh wait, nope. See, this one does have the wheels. Anyway, makes it easier to port this thing around. They're not super light, but look at it. One button center push-up, reinforced corners on this, no pinch buttons on the side. I don't know about that. Anyway, lowest price in 30 days, coming down to $110, and boy, do they have a choice of colors. Anything purple, that's a choice. Green, I can kind of do the green. Yellow, yeah, maybe red. Do red, white, and blue for the 4th of July kind of stuff. Your choice here. They even have orange if you want to go that route. All right, now you got to keep some heat. It's still early in the season, at least up here in Montana. It's freezing cold out. Alexa, what's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Today,
37 degrees.
37 degrees.
Oh my gosh, sorry, I just set off your device, I'm sure. Anyway, at least you know what the temperature is where you are. 37 degrees and raining. We're this close to snow. Up the hill, like 400 feet up the mountain, it is just frosty snow all the way up. Anyway, so we got this wood burning smokeless fire pit. Now, usually when you see a smokeless fire pit, you expect something that looks like this, right? The stainless steel, everything else. Well, it is that on the inside. This is just a decorative shell that goes around it, but I like it. It gives it a better aesthetic. It has the legs that get it up off the concrete, so you're not searing your concrete. It's got the ashtray, makes it easy to remove the ash. It's got the water-resistant cover on top of it. All of that for $198.98. I think that's a pretty decent deal, 50% off for spring here. Now, this, you want to go with the natural wood kind of setup, I got to tell you, so this integrates too. You get the fire pit. You can also do some outdoor cooking. And I got to tell you, some of the best food I've ever made has been over a real wood fire like this. I love my pellet grills and my gas grills and everything else. But real wood cooking just adds a flavor you can't get from anything else. And it's a great time to be able to sit there. You got 2 levels, 2 trays here. You can do all sorts of stuff. It just pivots right on, right off the fire. You got even a little side ledge where you can put your feet up, get your toes a little toasty. Don't melt them or anything, okay? Be careful. Anyway, you're coming in. Look at this, $90. $90 for that. 3-in-1 patio, picnic, party, barbecue, outdoor fire pit kind of thing. Then if you want to be a cheater, you could go propane. And I say that Rick's watching this. He's going, I know you're calling me out. You go to any of the RV parks, and for those of you who don't know, we used to spend a lot of time RVing, about a third of the year. And this is like the tried and true tested fire pit you'll see at every RV park is this thing. So I can stand by this without batting an eye. Tons and tons of people. Look, it's got 17,000 reviews, and it's a solid 5 stars. So you just hook it up to a propane tank and you've got fire. I have created fire with a switch. Anyway, It's simple, it's easy, it's no muss, no fuss. I get it. $110 on that one. All right, now this, I didn't realize these things were this cheap. Now, of course, it's Amazon Basics, so you roll the die on that. Although it's got 10,000 reviews, 4.5 stars. Let's see if it's got a fish hook on it. Yeah, not quite a fish hook. We say it has to be a fish hook if the 1 stars are more than the 3 and 2 stars combined, but it's even, so it's getting close. It's Amazon Basics, but if you want to get an outdoor heater, 46,000 BTU with wheels, commercial, residential, slate gray, love that color, coming in at $68.82. All right, but we need some place to put our backside. How about this? The Grand Patio 7-piece wicker patio furniture set. This is the boho outdoor conversation sectional set, yada, yada, yada. Water resistant, thick cushions, nice beige kind of color that's going to be good for the outdoor kind of stuff. It's not going to show all the stains and dirt and whatnot that's going to happen. You get the table that goes with it. I'm a huge fan of the wicker or the wicker-like kind of thing. Hopefully this isn't real wicker, because I have trauma. If you've had wicker, you have trauma to under the fingernail kind of trauma from wicker. Hopefully it's the plastic kind of wicker. Anyway, this just a nice set for the price there. That's a big sectional piece there for $595. And then we got a second color on it. I didn't notice that before. You can get it in brown. I don't know. Which way would you go? Are you going the beige or are you going the blue or brown and blue? I kind of like that better there. Is that on sale as well? Watch it not be. Oh, it's $595 also. Oh, I think I might go with that. They even have different sizes. Well, not many different sizes. You can check those out. All right, now if you want to go small and budget, here we go. This is the 5-piece. It's basically the couch with the footrest and with the table. You're coming in at $280. At that kind of price, even if it only lasts you a couple seasons, you're definitely getting your money's worth out of it. All right, then we got just the basic. This is the budget seating. You got 4 seats. You got the little love seat. You got the 2 independent chairs. You got the nice little table. It's that fake kind of wicker. It's coming in at $200. I had this way back when. I'm like, I just need some outdoor seating, something that looks a little decent. And I bought this. I'll tell you what, we were really happy with it. It lasted us 3 or 4 seasons. Is it the most comfortable thing? No, we had a small little yard. And we could sit out there and watch the kids in the pool and just hang out. And I was pretty pleased with it, okay? For $200, I'm darn well pleased with it. All right, let's talk about some storage for all your outdoor stuff. We got the Keter Kentwood 92-gallon resin deck box here. You could throw all your stuff in there, just shut it. It's going to keep all the weather out. It's going to make it nice and neat. You're looking at $79. Of course, Keter is the big name. They're the well-known name when it comes to this kind of resin, plastic kind of stuff. They know what they're doing. $79, 22% already claimed on this deal. If you just need a smaller box, here's the 30-gallon box coming in at $30. I mean, you might go with 2 of those or just 1 of those. Anyway, you do you on those. All right, I got to talk about the outdoor rugs. Again, the RVing thing, we went to someplace and I saw somebody had an outdoor rug and I'm like, that's an interesting idea. I went and ordered one and it changed the way we lived outdoors. You could go up to any kind of situation and just toss this outdoor rug and now you can walk around barefoot. You could be comfortable. You got your flip-flops sitting off to the side. You keep all the dirt and stuff out of the way. And it is a game changer. Those of you who have an outdoor rug, who've adopted this for your outdoor planning, put it down in the comments and let me tell other people. They don't believe me. You have to be a convert. You have to join the outdoor rug cult. It is. I kid you not. It is that much of a game changer. Like for our RV, I'd get someplace. And you put the slide out, you get the awning, everything else, and you have to deal with the dirt and the grass, everything. We throw this thing down, and it's like, oh, this is like the indoors, outside, convenient, nice, kids, dogs, the whole 9 yards. It makes life so much simpler, and they're not that expensive. I mean, and they last. They really do. $67.91 on this, 15% off. They have a bunch of different choices on the patterns and colors and whatnot. All right, let's talk about some planting. I know some of you are like, get to the planting. All right, 8x4x2 outdoor metal raised garden bed. You can set this up almost anywhere. This is going to let you do some really nice gardening. You throw in the proper topsoil. I'm in an area of where topsoil is, they're like, what is that? We don't even know what this topsoil is that you're speaking of. We got clay and shale, and sometimes we got clay in shale. There's just, our topsoil is like, like that thick. It is just, so you got to do one of these kind of raised garden beds, and you can really control what you're growing in and how you're growing it, the whole 9 yards. This is, again, the 8x4x2. You're coming in at $120 on that one. We got the planting, what do they call these things? The bags, the soft barrels. These things, grow bags, 5-gallon grow bags. These are really nice. All right, you can start stuff in them. You can grow them. You can transfer them. You can put them straight into the ground. You can just stay growing in them. You can do all sorts of stuff. They're really nice, good drainage, the whole 9 yards. Fabric plant pots. That's what I always heard them called, was fabric pots. Coming in, you're getting a 5-pack for $14.44. All right, then we got the raised garden beds. For those of you without the good knees, I'm in the bad knee club myself. This is what I would have to go with, because I'm not going to get down on my knees and do the gardening. I like to garden. I'm not great at it, but I'd like to do it. I like to play around with it. And this is a great option here. Get it up off the ground. 6 legs, 300-pound capacity, 72 by 23 by 30. It's coming in at $140. You got some different sizes, some different colors in there. All right, this is kind of a cool option. I've done fruit trees, small fruit trees in barrels like this. They're not real whiskey barrels, but they have that kind of whiskey barrel kind of look. $37.99. It's nice because you can get them up and you can roll them to where you need them. You kind of move them for the sun and that kind of stuff. You can bring them indoors, bring them outdoors. Anyway, $38 on those. Then we got the mulcher here, the outdoor composter. It's the rotisserie style, so you can turn it around, make sure you're getting good mulch. And it's coming in at $80 on that one. Even comes with the gloves. All right, then we got Eden Brothers All Perennial Wildflower Mix. I don't know if this is something I would do. I like going with the natural native kind of flowers. There are places you can get it, but if you like the traditional perennials, and this is more of a wildflower kind of perennial than the home garden perennials, which I kind of like that. You're looking at, what was it, $14.72 on that. All right, then you got to water that yard, right? You got to get water to your plants and to your garden. Giraffe Tools. Now, Giraffe Tools, full disclosure, they did send us some stuff. I haven't done it. It's still in the box over there. But I've heard from a bunch of people who've got this, and everyone I've heard from is like, they're not cheap, but they're top of the line. They're probably the best you're going to get here. So at least for the homeowner kind of stuff, 180-degree swivel bracket, cord reel or hose reel on this, 1/2 inch, 130 foot, super heavy duty, any length lock, slow return system so it doesn't whip back and take out everything on the way, $156.79. Now, let's talk about some sprinklers here. We have the old traditional kids running through the lawn kind of sprinkler. At least when I grew up, this was our favorite sprinkler because it can give you that kind of water fence kind of thing coming towards you. This is the Eden 96213 Lawn Garden Essential Oscillating Sprinkler. Covers up to 3,600 square feet. It's got a nice heavy weighted base on it. Just a good quality everyday sprinkler and at a reasonable price, 33% off, taking it down to $14. Now, if you want to control where that sprinkling has happened, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the Rain Point system. Now, they are a future sponsor coming up. So I guess you could kind of call this a sponsored content. I don't know. Anyway, this is a 2-zone sprinkler. I've had this stuff before. So what I like about this is I've only had one house that had a sprinkler system, and sprinkler systems are great. But if you've got a house that doesn't have a sprinkler system, I don't know if I'd pay to put one in, especially if you're above the frost belt where it freezes and you got to get it blown out and the whole 9 yards and all that kind of stuff. Just get something like this. They have it in a 2-zone for $53. They have it in a 4-zone for $63. And you can just run hoses to where you want. You can set timers. You're going to be gone for a week, no problem. All right. And the reason I bought one is because I had some lemon trees that died because they didn't get watered because I was counting on a friend of mine to come by, and he knows who he is. Friend. Anyway, $62.99. I think these are definitely a great budget option for, controlling how you water your yard. All right. Then we got the Gardenia sprinkler head right here. I've never seen one like this. If you've used this, I would love to hear from it, because it's kind of like a combination between that original one and the standard sprinkler head. And there's all sorts of settings and stuff. And you can change how wide or how narrow. Look, you can even go like flat on one side so you can like get right up against the house and stuff like that. That is wild. I've never seen one like that, but it does look interesting. And it's got decent reviews, although it does technically have a bit of a fish hook there. So, be wary on that one. 40 bucks, 39.09. All right, then we got the nice big heavy duty kind of sprinklers with the tripod base here. This is going to get you like all the traditional kind of watering, 360-degree area, large irrigation, brass sprinkler nozzle, solid aluminum legs on this. You're getting the 2-pack here for 60 bucks. All right, then we got the wagon here to port stuff around. You want to take stuff from the garage to the back, or maybe you're going out to the beach or to a picnic. These, again, you know, having kids, these things were essential when we were younger, and then when the kids were younger. $88.99, just your basic all-terrain wagon there. It even has 2 cup holders. But this one, this is a new one. This is the double-decker wagon. Again, it's got the wide wheels on it, 450-pound capacity, but it's got the wagon up top, and then it's got this long, look at it, the back folds down. It's got extended storage, and the idea with that is you can get one of those pop-up tents, and it will fit right underneath. If you got other bigger stuff, lawn chairs and whatnot that fold down and go underneath, your kids get a little too unruly, you can shove them down there. You could have all sorts of fun with that. It's coming in at 140 bucks on that one. All right, got to keep things a little bit clean. You know, after the winter, spring, you got dirt, you got mold or old chewed up leaves, you got mold that starts growing, just fungus, moss, all that kind of stuff. Get the pressure washer out. I'm a big fan of the Karcher system. I love the foot pedal design on it for easy on, easy off. It doesn't tip over, keeps everything nice and low. It's a good cart kind of system. It's coming in, we're looking at 2,125 PSI, 3 spray nozzles with it, good storage on it, and 1.46 gallons per minute, coming in at $105. All right, and then we got the Amazon Basics double hammock. I'm not getting in it, but it says it can handle 450 pounds. It should be able to handle me, but again, I have issues with Amazon Basics, but it's got 7,000 reviews. It doesn't have a fish hook. It's $65. If you've tried it, let me know. It looks like it's probably fine. It's probably fine. $65. 53% claimed. You better move quick. All right, and then I am a weather nerd. I grew up in Iowa and Nebraska. Weather is just one of those things that everyone, you walk out the door, that's the first thing you look at, you smell. I had a girlfriend who didn't believe that you could smell rain coming. City folk, right? Anyway, I love these old weather stations. My wife finally got me one for Christmas. The Sane Logic wireless weather station, outdoor sensors. It'll get you temp, air speeds, air pressure, humidity, rain gauge, all of that built into one with a nice, bright, easy to read display. $80. I hate, you know, I can always look up the weather online, and it's always different than where I'm at. All right. Because it's always downtown or down at the airport or down there. And I'm always up on the edge of town if I don't actually ever want to be in town. So I like having my own little weather station. Let me keep track of what's going on. I'm a nerd like that. All right, then we got to talk about this. Talk about nerding out. I love me some hot tubs here, but this is the inflatable Massage Pro set here. It's an inflatable hot tub, 6-person. Good luck with that. They better be the kind that make cookies and trees if you're getting 6 people in this thing. But 85 inches by 28 inches. I had one pretty much just like this. It was an Intex one. And in fact, I've got another one also. And that I eventually killed that one. I left it out in the freezing cold and the heat turned off. It was a bad situation. Don't do that. But like for you and the missus, great place to hang out. For you and your Labrador, because she just won't stay out. Oh my gosh, I used to go out every morning. First thing I do, I'd get up, throw my robe on, I'd go outside, and I'd just slide into this, and it just relaxes all those muscles. And you get older, you know what I mean. And then I'd hear the sliding door, the back door open, and I'd be like, why are the kids letting the dog out right now? And I'd turn, and I'd see the Labrador midair. Can't keep him out of water. Anyway, love them lots, but for $557 here, Intex makes probably the best inflatable hot tub out there, and it's a lot cheaper than a regular hot tub. And brother, it's worth it, at least as far as I'm concerned. Above ground pools. Okay, we're going to get a little redneck with it. I've had these. I love them for the kids and stuff because I know a lot of you have in-ground pools and you may love it, but here's what I found is you get a pool and people use it a ton for like the first season. And then after that, a little bit, then pretty much nobody's using it. And you take an in-ground pool, and now the next thing you know, you've got insurance issues, and no one's using it, and you got maintenance, the whole 9 yards. the above ground pools are fine for me because I figured the kids will use it for a few seasons and then we'll move on to whatever's next with them, right? $556.99. You're getting 15 foot by 48 inches. That's just enough. 1,000 gallon per hour cartridge. All right, I will say this: the filters on these things are junk. All right, just absolute junk. So if you're going to get one of these, get the sand filter. It is a game changer, right? You're no longer buying filter cartridges, and you're getting real filtration with this. It is just a game changer for the above ground pool systems, and it's $202. All right. Now, if you do have an in-ground system, and I am envious if you do have one, because if I lived down south and had someplace where it was always warm and stuff, I'd probably have a pool. But that said, I don't want to maintain the pool. I don't want to be out there and the kids are going to be off to school pretty soon. So get yourself one of the BeatBots here. This is the BeatBot AquaSense. We did a whole video on this one. There's other brands out there, but what I have to say is how much the price on these things have come down. I think they were like $2,500 at launch. You're coming down now with the Big Spring deal here to $1,200. You got the app. This thing will it's a Roomba for your pool. It just makes sense. Don't spend the time swimming, not cleaning your pool. All right. Anyway, next up, we got to have some storage for all this stuff we're talking about. Well, we got the Aoxin. How do you pronounce it? Aoxin? 12 by 10, I think I pulled a larynx. 12 by 10 foot shed, metal, outdoor waterproof. I know somebody who took one of these and turned it into a YouTube studio. So you can do lots of stuff with this thing. $429.99. You could hang a big screen TV in there, get a nice little recliner, have a little abode to your own, dad's little own place out there. But if you don't need something that big or that much, oh, this is way more. I thought it was cheaper. Apparently not. Oh, it's Rubbermaid, and that's why. So you look at the Rubbermaid, 7 by 7 for $824 versus 12 by 10. So you're getting sheet metal versus the poly mold kind of system. I don't know. Your choice. This is going to be way easier to set up. And it's probably going to last longer. It's not going to get dense. It can't rust or any of that kind of stuff. $824 versus $429. I don't know. I probably want the extra space. I guess you got to get what fits you. Anyway, that's what we got for all the outdoor stuff. Hope you like it on this Saturday or whenever you're watching this. I'm inside, of course, because as I said, it's freaking cold and raining, but this past week we had 2 days at 72 degrees and it was glorious. I love Montana in the spring, in the summer, in the fall. Winter, not so much. I'm not a skier, so I should probably get a snowmobile so I can at least have some fun in the winter. What do you think? Anyway, that's all I got for you today. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.